It takes strong character to be an athlete and face failure and adversity head-on. There is no doubt sports prepares you for life events, but for Duop Reath, it was life events that better prepared him for sports. Duop was born in Wat, South Sudan, a country that has been in civil war since the 1950s. Since 2013, over 50,000 have been killed and over 4 million forced from their homes. Duop and his family were among the millions who lost their homes and family members to the war.
It was just tough. We had to move around a lot. Just lost a lot of family members. Lost my mom, especially on my mom's side. Lost a lot of my uncles, and it was tough. But at that age, you don't really know, but you know. But then you just get used to it. Like you feel like that's just how life is, because you ain't really seen none but that at that age.
It was the love and support from Duop's family members, as well as his trust in God, that helped him get through the unimaginable circumstances.
That's probably the biggest thing, is just always staying together. Like families always stay together, and it was like caring for each other, you know, because out there, and basically, because out there it's tough out there, and so you need one another to get through it. So I feel like that's probably one of our biggest things, and just religion was probably what really got us through a lot, and I feel like I've been using that throughout my life, and just like even when I left home, when I was 17 when I left home to go to Lee, and that was probably my first time leaving home, and that was kind of tough for me, but I guess that's one of life challenges you got to take too, and so like I feel like religion got me through a lot of stuff, just praying to God, just getting me through.
Duop and his family traveled to the border of Kenya to the Kakuma refugee camp to escape from the violence. However, there was no escaping the emotions brought on by war.
You feel the tension, you feel the war that's going down, and you're so worried about your family that's out there that you don't really get enough sleep. You're so worried. There's a lot of worry down there, and it's just you get around a lot of people. There's a lot of people in there too, and it's tough out there. It's tough.
Growing up in a refugee camp, away from the violence, was the first time 8-year-old Duop Reath was able to build long-lasting friendships.
First of all, it was safer. It was safer for us. So, like, coming from where we came from, like Sudan, it wasn't that far from it, because it was basically on the border of Kenya, Kakuma refugee camp, and met some people out there. And I felt like, for me, because that's when I started growing up a little bit more, it was kind of like fun too, because like it was more safer. Like you could meet new people, make friendships. Like I still know some people that I grew up with back in that camp.
With the help of his uncle, Duop and his family moved 12,000 miles from the war in Sudan to start a new life in Perth, Australia.
So we had an uncle that was already in Australia, and so since we were in the refugee camp, he sponsored us, and fortunately our visas got granted by the Australia immigration, and it gave us a chance to come to Australia and start a new life. Better life.
Duop was no stranger to overcoming adversity, and now he had to overcome the struggles of adapting to a new culture, different people, and a different language.
Different people, different skin tone. Just for me, never seen like that many people that look different around, and it was great. Just it was great at the same time, because it was safer. There's food everywhere. There's water everywhere. At the same time, like, it was different because the language barrier was so different. Like, it was so hard to communicate, try to just communicate, try to get my message across was hard. I started speaking my language to some of the people down there too. It was hard.
Australia introduced new opportunities to Duop, one of those being basketball.
Australia, I was playing soccer throughout my whole life, and so I was like in the 9th grade. That's when I really picked up basketball, because I started getting taller than everybody else, and like some of my friends already started playing basketball, and just told me, come to the courts at lunchtime, so just come play with us. So I said, all right, I'm gonna come, and then from then I just kept going.
As Duop kept going, he never would have imagined the new opportunities that basketball would bring him.
So in Australia, they have this thing called the Sudanese basketball tournament. They have it like twice a year in July and in December. So when I graduated in 2013, I played in the July tournament, so which was 2014, because we finished school like in December, end of the year in Australia. So I played in the July tournament, and a JUCO coach that's from Lee in Baytown, Texas, came to see me play, and he basically asked me if I wanted to go to the States and get a free education and pursue my basketball dreams. And I said, sure, I don't really see any negatives about it, so I took the opportunity from then and just kept going up.
Duop played 2 seasons at Lee College before signing to play at LSU in 2016. Duop is known for being an easygoing person who brings positivity to any situation. Duop believes the adversity he overcame at a young age is what shaped him into the positive person he is today.
I feel like life can't get any worse. I feel like nothing can really happen to me that I haven't experienced or seen, can't really be any worse. It's just, you just gotta, I don't know, you just gotta, can't get any worse, you know what I'm saying? So I just be chill, because I already seen it, I already know, not really know, but I already experienced a lot of things that probably some people haven't experienced yet, and I feel like anything that's thrown at me, I can deal with it pretty well, and just adversity doesn't really affect me that much.
Majoring in interdisciplinary studies, Duop plans to one day go back to South Sudan and make a positive impact on the land he once called home.
I want to do something in the health science field, just in the health field, just so I can go back and just help them out any way I can through that. Because one of the problems is they don't have enough people just helping out on that field.
Just being there.
Yeah, just being there, yeah.
Duop is a senior this year, and after college has goals to play basketball professionally. Another one of Duop's goals is to go back to South Sudan to help better shape the country that has shaped him into the man and athlete he is today.